Hey guys, welcome back to the Book Nook Corner. It's Courtney. So today's video is one that is going to be very chaotic. I feel like my lists right here are just chaos. We are going to get started. We're going to talk about my current Kindle Unlimited TBR. These are absolutely every single book that I'm going to mention is on Kindle Unlimited. I have so many books. Between all of my Kindles, I have so many books that I want to read, and there still are more on Kindle Unlimited, but these are kind of like the ones that I would really like to get to as soon as I can. They're like my immediate TBR, they're my priority TBR, however you want to word that. So the first ones being Carissa Broadbent. So everything from Carissa Broadbent. I did read Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I would like to get to the second book in the series, which is Children of Fallen Gods. I'm not going to give you the description because I don't want to necessarily spoil anything for you if you haven't read the first one. Then I also did read The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I want to get to Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. Before I do that, I would like to read Six Scorched Roses. So here is the description for that one. Then I will get to Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I'm not going to give you the description for that one because I don't want to spoil anything. And I would like to read Slaying the Vampire Conqueror. I believe this is a standalone that you don't need to necessarily read any of her other books first. So here's the description for that one. And I'm just really excited to get to more of her world because I really enjoyed her other books that I've read, and she just is an amazing writer, and honestly she was right up there with Sarah J Maas for me. Going along with the Slaying the Vampire King, there are other books in that series which are all standalones and are all ones that I really want to read. That would include Slaying the Shadow Prince, which I believe is by Claire Sager. Here's the description. I might have gotten the authors confused in this. Next would be Slaying the Naga King. Here is the description. Next is Slaying the Frost King. And last is Slaying the Shifter Prince, I believe. So there should be 5 total. Here is the description of that one. So that then leads me to all of the books that are from those authors. So there's quite a few. That would be, we're just going to go down the list here. I literally am looking at my list. Blood and Steel, which is by Helen Shore, I believe. I'm kind of getting them all mixed up in my head, but I'm pretty sure that's who that one is from. Helen Shore is Blood and Steel. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. Here's the description. Whenever I give you guys the description like this, clearly I want you to pause and read. I don't think you're, gonna get it read in 2 seconds. I suck at giving descriptions. I feel like I fall flat with that. So that's why I just leave you the actual description for you to read for yourself. When it comes to all of the authors from those series, the next one that I have on kind of my immediate Kindle list would be A Kiss of Iron by Claire Sager. This one is one that I've had on my Kindle, literally bought it I feel like forever ago. I'm really excited about it and probably am going to read it by May. Here's the description. So another author that I started, and actually I read her first book, which is called A Kissed Curse. Her name's Jenny Hickman, and I read this on my last 24-hour reading vlog that I did locked in my lady room here, which was super fun. I'm actually going to be filming that starting tomorrow night. I'm going to be filming another one. So I did post polls on my Instagram and on my community post for you guys to help me pick which books I want to read for this vlog. But anyway, so this one kind of holds a special place in my heart because I just think of how much fun that was to read it. So I obviously want to continue on with this series, and I have them on my Kindle. I just didn't think that it would really work for the reading vlog because then I can't really talk about them because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. So I do kind of have to stick with books that are the first of the series so that I can actually talk about them and not spoil the rest of the series for people. Anyway, that would be A Cursed Heart, which is the second in that series. I'm not going to give you the descriptions on these because it will spoil things. Also, these 2 novellas, which are actual books, they're 350 pages a piece. So to me, they're not really novellas. That's A Prince of Seduction and A Prince of Deception. And then the third book, of course, which is called A Cursed Love. Absolutely love her writing. I was completely taken away by this story. So good. Just love the characters. The banter is the best. It's so good. So the next big one on my list that I have been seeing everywhere, and there again, this is one kind of Fourth Wing that I saw a long time ago that it was coming out, and I pre-ordered pre-ordered it on my Kindle, and that is When the Moon Hatched. So I pre-ordered it, it came on my Kindle, then it blew up. And it's kind of like the same with Fourth Wing, and I'm still behind the 8 ball like always. This is When the Moon Hatched by Sarah Parker. Here is the description. I'm really excited about this one, and I thought about doing this for my 24-hour readathon. The only problem with that is I do not think I would be able to finish it in that time frame. I know my choices are all kind of thick books, but I just wanted like options. And this one, I just know, like, it's like 700 and some pages, and I just know that like I'm really going to want to take my time and enjoy it. So I didn't want to like rush through it. I'm excited about this one. The next one, in kind of the same vein, they roughly came out around the same time too, is The Rider of the Night by Eden Eves. This is one that I also pre-ordered and it dropped on my Kindle. Here's the description. I love this cover. This was 100% a cover buy, but honestly, it sounds really good though too. And I read the first chapter of it the other night just out of curiosity, and it's going to be good. Like it instantly gave me like really good vibes, like a really good feeling in my gut that like this is going to be a book I like. The next one is Lady Darkness, and I'm blanking on the author's name. The cover for this honestly is kind of underwhelming, and I kind of was ready to like just nope it, and then I just heard really good things about it, so I'm excited for this one. Here's the description. That also leads me to another book of hers that I believe is like a fairly newish release. I just stumbled across it the other day on like Kindle Unlimited recommendations that it gives you when you're looking up a book. It'll send you other recommendations. And that is called A Reign of Shadows and Endings. And it's by the same author as Lady Darkness. And it just looks amazing. And there again, I thought about adding this one, same with The Rider of the Night, to my 24-hour reading blog, but like they're all 700 pages and I'm just like, like I wouldn't finish them. So anyway, here's the description of that one. I love the cover of this too. It's very like intricate, like all the details on the cover are pretty cool. So excited for this one as well. Another one that's been on my list for forever, and like I seriously have to get to it because there's quite a few books in the series and they just look so good, is An Heir Comes to Rise by Chloe C. Peñaranda, I think is how you say her last name. This just looks so good. I've heard a lot of people compare it to Throne of Glass to the point that they say that it's almost like a duplicate of Throne of Glass. And a lot of people have kind of written her off as an author because they feel like she, you know, slightly plagiarized, I guess. I'm just curious to see for myself if that's the case, and I just love the covers too. I think they're really pretty. So anyway, here's the description. So yeah, we will see for ourselves if that's the case. I did read The Witch Collector by Carissa Weeks. I loved this book. It was one of those books that I read it and I wasn't like overly thrilled, and then like after it kind of like sat and stewed inside my head, I was like, wow, I actually really liked that book. I think I want to read the next one and like the rest of the series. So that would be A City of Ruin. I'm not going to give you the description. Don't want to spoil. So yeah, excited to get to this one because I really did actually enjoy the first one. The next book that is on my list is called A Curse of Shadows and Thorns by L.J. Andrews. So I've had this on my Kindle for quite a while. I think that the cover is absolutely stunning. Here's the description. I'm excited to see like where this story goes because I know I've heard that it's like there's like 7 or 9 books or something in the series. I heard that it just gets like crazy and really good, and I'm super excited. And then that also leads me to The Ever King by L.J. Andrews as well. I'm really excited for this one as well because I see it all over Bookstagram and BookTube and people just absolutely love it. So here's the description for that one. Currently, I am on The Reckoning, which is Zodiac Academy book 3. I am like 70% through this, and it's just been sitting on my Kindle for like months. I have not finished it. It's just so thick and like they're so good, but then I just keep getting distracted by other books. I need to finish this series. Zodiac Academy number 9, I think, is coming out at the end of April. I just need to finish the series because like I do really enjoy it, and I haven't even gotten to like the main love story yet. Like they're still kind of like building up to that. Everybody just talks about how great the love story is, and oh my gosh, it's like soul crushing, and I'm like, I'm not there yet. I'm going to also read some of the other series. I'm not going to list all of them here. You guys know, if you go online and look up Susan Valenti and Caroline Peckham, They're two sisters. They wrote Zodiac Academy together. They also have like 3 or 4 other series. I have the first book of all of the series, physical copy and also on my Kindle. I just want to get to them. I'm super excited to just delve into like the entire worlds that they have. So the very last book, a series that I feel like I've been reading for like 10 years, and that would be the Gild series by Raven Kennedy. I am currently on Glow, which I believe is the 5th book. I'm there again like 75% of the way through this, and I need to just finish it. I have thoroughly enjoyed this series so far, and I'm really glad that I originally started it, because there again, per the cover, I would not have started it. I would not have picked it up. It would not have been one that would have caught my attention at all. And it just had so much buzz at the time that I was like, oh, I'll see what it's about. And then I've ended up like completely loving it and think about the characters and the story in this book all the time. I would really like to be caught up, because so far I have stayed caught up and had the most recent book read by the time the next one came out, except until now. And I'm kind of bummed by that, because it is a story, it is books and characters and everything that I've really enjoyed, and I kind of need to get back into that and finish the most recent books in the series. That kind of completes my immediate Kindle TBR. I know it's still a lot and like chaotic and crazy, but like we know I'm extra, right? Like I'm extra. That's just me. So anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I thank you so much for watching all my videos, subscribing, commenting. It has been amazing. I'm so excited for the future of this channel. There's so much more coming your way. Like I said, stay tuned for that 24-hour reading vlog. And I will catch you guys on the other side. Bye!